Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on X, YouTube, and DigPerspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $3.84 trillion market cap for crypto. Now, the market's up 1.2% at the moment. Bitcoin, 114,800 plus, 3,600 plus for Ethereum. XRP number 3 spots, 307. We're up 2.4 on the 24-hour, and we're still off 1.7 on the 7-day. Look at this range of price here, all the way down to 298, ranging to 309. So we're at the top side of the range, or smack dab in the middle, if you want to say it. But nonetheless, I like that we're back over $3 for the moment. We'll see where that goes. I do want to tell you guys right now, Caleb and Brown is an amazing crypto brokerage. Listen, you get your own personal rep, a prime broker, or if you just need to speak to somebody about technical issues. Let me tell you. Look, no hidden fees, no spreads, free institutional grade custody, no cost to you, one flat trading fee, and human customer service, multiple layers of security, and the fact that you can put special restrictions on your account as well if you're concerned that you on your end may actually click on something or you're afraid of a SIM swap. This is why they have the ability to have the multiple layers of security that they offer to every customer, as well as you can put special restrictions on your account personally when you speak to your prime broker, your personal rep. I tell you, the level of human customer service in here is worth the flat fee, because I tell you, I have experienced hacks in my life, and I can't even put a price on what it means that I could literally pick up the phone and call my rep. Think of it for a moment. What other exchange can you do that on? I'll wait, and I'll wait for a long time because it isn't possible. But I do know this. It's possible with Caleb and Brown. You can open your free account today. Go to xrpwealth589.com underneath the video and get started and join the rest of us. Start getting the best night's sleep you've ever had in your life. Let's take a look at this. Well, you want to talk about the FUD against XRP being real? Well, here's an ex-Ripple developer, Matt Hamilton, reveals that in Bitcoin talks in the early days, users were offered 5 Bitcoin to call XRP a scam and centralized. How about that? This is an active campaign that has gone on for years to demonize XRP. I tell you, it's disgusting what we've seen out here, and this is all while Bitcoin and Ethereum have gotten free passes left and right, while the rest of the market, and certainly XRP, have been targeted from every angle. Well, the boomerang effect is about to come into play, ladies and gentlemen, because all of that FUD, all of that litigation is about to come to an end. And there won't be a thing that any Bitcoin maxi campaign can do about it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Markets will go boom if they do it. Goldman Sachs says they expect the FOMC to deliver 3 consecutive 25 basis cuts in September alone. How about that? Now, that's not exactly what we need. We need a 3% cut, but we'll take this 0.75% cut at this rate just in September, right? We'll see how this goes, but I think that's going to set the markets in motion in a good way. And banks could face fines for crypto discrimination, according to a White House official on a new executive order by the President of the United States. We're looking at the biggest catalyst since Bitcoin ETF approval. This would force every major bank to embrace crypto companies. Get ready for the floodgates to open. Institutional money is coming. Paul Barron's got this spot on the money here, as always. Shout out to Paul. You know, look, when I look at this, I just can't help but feel like, there's holdovers from previous administrations. They're in the SEC, they're in every agency, the Fed, you name it. So the reality here is that now there's another new executive order that will come to say, hey, you want to be a holdover? You want to try to stop this from happening? Well, you could face a fine if you do. So watch out. And yes, stable coins serve as a Trojan horse for US dollar dominance. The federal strategy is to allow crypto native financial systems to expand the dollar's influence organically. That's exactly right. Moving to a new digital on-chain economy is about saving the US dollar dominance. Make no mistake about it. That's where all of these crypto assets even came from. The idea that the dollar was in trouble. And how do we fix it? You fix it by introducing a new asset class and a new money to the world, digital assets. That's where we're at. That's what's happening. And this is how you proliferate the new network. And you tell banks, if you try to stop it, you're going to get massive fines. You better watch out. And according to the Genius Act, the Treasury is offering a 3-year grace period, as we've discussed before, for all USD stablecoins. Now, this would include Tether as well. The digital asset service provider will, at this point, should they not comply with the regulations set forth, they can no longer use USD in their stablecoin offering if they are non-compliant. RLUSD is going the full distance as a Ripple applied for their national charter bank license. He's provided here, Mr. Mann says, the architecture structure for the legal model in the last image, which is right here. Federal Reserve, Ripple Trust Bank, RLUSD, liabilities, RLUSD, private CBDC ledger, AMMs, XRP, FedNow, operating model. I think that's a damn good model he's got showing right there. This is the plan, and this is where we're going. And remember, the Federal Reserve isn't allowed to play in the new digital on-chain economy, making Ripple as a trust bank much more important, just like the Fed. And let's not lose sight of this from Mikkel. You can't launch stable coins on the Bitcoin network.
Now, the reason the stablecoin bill is so exciting and so important is because at the end of the day, no matter what these Bitcoin maximalists think, stablecoins aren't going to be done on Bitcoin. They have to be done on these other chains.
That's right. That's exactly right. And you have to ask yourself what that means in the long tail adoption. What that means as all of these different protocols and chains start to proliferate. I'm telling you, this is a very, very big deal that Bitcoin can't launch stablecoins on its network, keeping it a speculative traded asset, like digital gold, if you will, right? That's what we're talking about here. So there is a difference that's happening between Bitcoin's network and the rest of these protocols with utility that can house the world's money on a superhighway known like the XRP ledger, and then begin to make markets on that ledger while allowing multiple other chains to also tap into that ledger. How about it? And we see the confirmation here. The White House's new 166-page digital asset report says clearly private sector innovation over government-issued digital currency. Loving that for us. And who else is working so hard to proliferate the ledger with all of the world's money? Now, I know we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's at least 6 because there's 2 European stable coins, EuroCV, right? So who else is building the world's dollars in stable coins and or CBDCs on their ledger so the world can operate on that ledger? I tell you, I couldn't be more excited about what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, the more money you have from all the different nations and countries around the world, the more opportunity you have for that to make markets. And again, as we've discussed, new Ripple video shows Ondo Finance's tokenized illustration showing the XRP ledger connected to Blackrock's Biddle Fund, Franklin Temple's Benji Fund, Goldman Sachs, Citibank, and JP Morgan. Take a look here. Goldman Sachs, Citibank, JP Morgan, XRP Ledger, Real USD. It's all right here. Biddle, Benji, we got it all. It's all right there. Hello. It's all right there. This isn't something that we hope will happen. This is something that is taking place right now. And I have said it over and over, and I'll say it again right now. Not only is it an unofficial endorsement from Citi, JP Morgan, and Franklin Templeton, and Goldman Sachs, and everyone else, Blackrock even, this is an endorsement from the U.S. government because they're allowing them to tokenize the U.S. debt in the form of U.S. tokenized bonds. Don't lose sight of this. Remember, Bank of America holds an XRP integrated wallet patent. Ripple's distributed ledger solutions remedies legacy correspondent banking infrastructure challenge. There it is. I mean, it's all sitting right here, waiting for the final pieces of legislation to allow it all to go down. It's already connected, just like, now this has music in it, so I don't want to get messed up here. I believe it does. One second.
To buy a bike from Michael.
It does, and I don't want to do that. However, basically, PayPal to Zelle, Cash App to Venmo, interoperability is the future. This is what we're talking about here, and how it talks about how you can now send money across different platforms. You know, if you wanted to use PayPal, you have to have PayPal too to send it to each other. Well, now we're talking about interoperability being the way of the future, where you can seamlessly, interoperably exchange peer-to-peer payments between apps. Wow. Now, how in the hell is that happening? Maybe this. Maybe it's XRP sitting in the middle of it, and the ledger from Ripple's tech stack. You know, you have Visa right here, XRP, liquidity service, and then PayPal right here. Looks, it's very familiar to what they're showing us in this. You can now, for the first time, pay across different payment apps. Yeah, to me, the only way that that's happening is through some kind of distributed ledger technology blockchain interface that's allowing it to happen. Now, we need more information, but that's what it feels like. And for all of this to happen, Ripple needs to get the banking license, the National Trust Charter, and a Federal Reserve master account. And I believe the reason they need to do that is because they're going to begin to take and build out the role to become the Federal Reserve 2.0 of the new digital on-chain economy. And with that, XRP breaking out of a falling wedge on the daily, looks like it right here. Looks like it right here as of yesterday morning, but we will have to see. Here we come, $4, says Zach Rector. I'm down for it. I want to see it. I want to see the look on all of your faces, too, as well as my own. But until then, we're going into the Freedom Zone. Listen, I hope you will join us. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else. We're going into the Freedom Zone. You could join us, too. Click the join button under any video. Join us in Patreon or right here on YouTube. It's the same price, same perks. It costs almost nothing to support the channel. You get every daily video with 0 Google ads and extra content like what we're going to take on inside of here today. I hope you will join us. Today, we're going to talk about the Vanderbilts, and we're going to talk about what we don't want to happen to us, which is what happened to them. One of America's richest families went bust. And if we can learn anything from history, this is just as fine of an example as any. Come on in.